Most construction businesses don't need more leads, they need better, exclusive leads that actually convert into real jobs. You don't want 1,000 cold names, you want 50 solid leads that book appointments and turn into real jobs. I'm Andrei, and I run an agency for construction businesses that helps them get high quality leads that actually convert into real jobs. Let me walk you through how we generate 100 plus leads per month for our clients and how you can do the same. The first thing we can do is set up a Google My Business profile. And when you have a Google My Business profile, such as this one here, people will actually find you online. So if someone's looking for a plumber and they're in your local area, they will find you using Google My Business. And when they find your Google My Business profile and they see all your great reviews, all your great photos, they can see that you're local, they can see your website, they can see your phone number, they will inquire with you. And the best thing about this is that these are just free leads just sitting here. And you can even advertise here as well, so that when someone looks up plumber, electrician, roofer, whatever it might be, you can show up on the #1 spot, and anyone looking on Google Maps, they're actively interested in the service that you provide. So what you want to be doing for your business is you want to create a Google My Business profile. It's free, by the way. You want to make sure you fill out all this little information. You want to make sure that you're actively posting photos on this Google My Business profile. And most importantly of all, you want to be collecting as many reviews as humanly possible, because the more reviews you have, the higher up you'll be on this Google My Business ranking. And when people see these reviews, they're going to have higher conviction and they're going to go with you because they see all the great reviews from previous clients that you've already worked for. And just as an example here, if we go to performance, we can see that in the last few months, we've had nearly 700 calls in just a few months' time that we didn't pay for. We got all these phone calls for free. An extra 500 people that went to our website might have called on our website or might have filled in a form submission as well. The next thing that we do is actually set up Google Ads. Now, if you don't know what Google Ads is, essentially when you go on Google and you look for a service, the people who show up first are the ones actively paying for advertisements. So if we go here and look up plumber near me, here's someone, 24-hour plumbers. Plumbers will arrive in 20 minutes. So these are people that are actively paying for advertising so that it can show up first in the listings and they can get these leads. So that this page will go to a landing page, and then here I can inquire with these people and get a plumber over to my house. So we can run plumbing ads just like them. So here we're running a plumbing campaign for one of our clients, and if we just go in the last 30 days alone, you can see we've had 183 inquiries just from Google Ads, with an average cost per lead of $50, and we're closing at least 60% of these leads. So well over 100 of these leads have actually turned into a closed job. So we're running a plumbing campaign, we're running a guttering campaign, and we're running a hot water campaign. So we're getting all these jobs from Google and we're getting customers. So not only have we closed the job from these people, we will get future work out of these people because plumbing requires ongoing maintenance, and they can refer their friends as well. So here we're running all these ads. We're seeing which ads get us the best results. And what we can do is we can make adjustments to the campaign so that we can get more leads for a better price. And essentially when we're advertising on Google, we're fulfilling demand. So people are looking for a plumber, and because our ad showed up first, they will click on us first. And from there, once they click on an ad, we don't send them to the website. We've got a dedicated landing page that gives the user all the information they need to know about our company to make a decision. And then we're going to be fulfilling on that demand because they needed a plumber. Here's all the reasons why you should choose us over someone else. Here's all the jobs that we do. Here's some promotions that you can take advantage of. More Google reviews, meet our lovely team. Here's all the area that we actually service. And this all helps you close more leads. And these leads that you're getting, they're going to be more exclusive because they've already seen your brand everywhere. We're not sharing leads with anyone. People have inquired with us. So as long as we call them straight away, we're winning the job. The next thing that we do is we actually run some Facebook ads as well. Now, Facebook ads are great for construction and trade businesses because you can actively create demand for your service. What I mean by that is we can run an ad for hot water cylinders, for example. You can see here we've got 30 leads in the past 30 days. With an average cost per lead of $50. Now this client closes 80% of the leads because they're so damn good at closing on the phone. So when they see an ad like this right here, cold shower, a lot of people suffer with cold showers, but they don't do anything about it. Here's an offer that we have running is new systems starting from just $1,800. So people inquire for that $1,800. We sell them a new hot water cylinder. And again, we've got a customer. Because we're plumbers, we can continue selling to these people on and on and on. So we've got quite a few variations. We've got some videos as well as static images. And essentially all we're saying, for all your hot water needs, just give us a call. So we're running ads on Facebook. People are seeing our brand. They're inquiring with us. They get a call from us. And now we've got a closed job, new hot water installation, and let's keep selling them. Now we've got a campaign running for drainage inspections. Now when it comes to drainage problems, a lot of people don't know that they have drainage problems, but as soon as you put an ad in front of them that gets them to think about drainage issues, for example, this one, it says, is your home at risk of flooding? Oh crap, maybe my house is at risk of flooding because it's rained so much recently. We had a bit of flooding in our backyard. And now that I've seen this ad for people offering inspections for flooding issues, I'm going to inquire with them and pay the money. It's a very simple ad, but what it's done is it's got people to think about a potential problem that they have, and therefore they're going to inquire with us. So what we've done is we've created demand for our service that otherwise may not have been there. And this is the beauty of Facebook ads. You can do a lot of stuff with this, and it just worked so well. Another great example is we had a client that was offering heat pump replacement solutions, and the government was actually offering up to a $3,000 rebate for actually swapping out the hot water system. So we wrote an ad, breaking news, latest update, every household in Melbourne under these postal codes will get a free hot water heat pump. Now this was a great ad. A lot of people responded to it. We made a lot of money with this ad because people could literally get a free hot water replacement. So it was a great ad, great offer. And what it did is it created demand that wasn't otherwise there because people didn't know about this. It was in the news and stuff, but not everyone watches the news. So essentially what we did is we created demand for the service that we provide, and therefore we got a lot of leads out of it because people responded to it, they got a phone call, they got sold over the phone, and we created some leads. So we created jobs from Facebook running an ad that created demand for our service. Another thing we can do to get better quality leads is to actually disqualify them before they even come through to us. So what I mean by that is on your website, you can set up a form or a survey that basically asks them some questions about their project before they come through to us. And if they say anything that we don't like, we can automatically terminate them so that they don't actually come through to us. So I have here a bathroom client that we have. How soon are you looking to get started? Within the next 2 to 3 months. What's your budget? Basically, if they say something here that we don't like, we can remove them from the form, send them to another page that could educate them a bit and help them make a decision about working with us later on. But essentially for now, we're basically disqualifying them, and anyone that says something that we like, then we let them through and we can talk to them knowing that they already have the budget that we want and the expected timeline that works with us. Now, a really important section about this funnel that we're running to generate these leads is we have some automations involved as well. What I mean by that is once someone inquires with us, we've got emails and text messages that get sent out to them to nurture them a little more and just let them know who we are, what services we provide. Here's all the great reviews. Here's some more content that you can watch to help you make a decision. And when we do this, people are getting nurtured more. They're getting reminded about the brand that they inquired with, and it helps us close more deals. And the best thing you can do with these text and email flows is actually just put down case studies and reviews. So if you've got video reviews of your service, it's going to help you out a lot with your conviction because people would have seen all these happy customers that you've already served before. And therefore, when they get a call from you, they already know who you are. They're already somewhat happy that you're calling because they've seen all the great reviews that you've got in the past. So after we send those text and email flows, at the very end, you can actually put a calendar invite to your calendar or to your sales team calendar, and they can actually physically book on a call to be contacted. Because often a lot of times you get people that don't answer the phone. And when you put in a system like this that manually gets them to book on a call that's best for them to contact you, then they can book in that time and you can call them at that exact time. And therefore your lead to phone rate is going to be much higher because you're contacting people exactly when they wanted to be contacted. And most importantly of all, if you call your leads within 60 seconds or worst case 5 minutes, you will always get through to the contact because oftentimes it'll be just when they finished submitting the form. The sooner you contact them, the more leads you're going to close because as soon as someone inquires, they're a ticking time bomb. They're losing interest every minute that you don't call them. But if you call them within those 5 minutes, and ideally 60 seconds, you're going to find out that your lead to phone rate is going to be much higher, and therefore so is your close rate when you're actually closing these deals. Now, the next very important thing is to actually make sure that you're tracking these leads and seeing what's going on. So for example, we've got a client's CRM here. We've got here a new lead, first attempt, second attempt, third attempt, unresponsive. we got photos received, we got proposals sent, we got follow-ups again within 1 to 2 weeks. We got people that are under application, we got people that have had the rebate approved. When you're tracking all of these leads, you can physically see the bottleneck in your business, whether it's getting new leads or actually closing these leads, and you can determine where the bottlenecks are in your business, fix those bottlenecks, and keep it running smoothly. Because as soon as you get a lead, from the point you contact them to book on a site visit to actually close them, you will always get less. So you'll get 10 leads, you'll get 5 of them that turn into a site visit, and you'll get like 2 of them that actually turn into a closed job. So just keep in mind, you're always gonna have a steadily declining as you go down the funnel of your business. But here you can actually see where the bottleneck is, whether it's getting the leads or it's actually closing the leads. And when you have all this information, you can make more educated decisions on what you're doing. Now, this funnel is repeatable for all construction and trade-based businesses because you're dealing with homeowners. This funnel just works for every single construction and trade business. So if you follow making Facebook ads, Google ads, content, have your landing page, have your lead form, have your website, have the follow-ups, and how you actually deal with these leads, this is very scalable. All you have to do is find the best ads, find the best sales system, find the best follow-up system, and all you have to do is just throw more money at Facebook and Google ads so that you can consistently scale the business. And as you get more Facebook and Google ads, you're gonna get more customers, you're gonna get more referrals, and eventually everything is gonna keep compounding. So you won't have to spend as much on Facebook and Google ads over time because you've got such a huge customer database that you've kept so happy. You're gonna get a lot of referrals that you're not gonna be paying for, and therefore you can make more money while spending less over time. And the main thing to remember here, all these leads are exclusive to you. They're more higher quality, and you'll be closing more of them in comparison to if you paid for them with a third party. If you want to see some client testimonials or case studies of what we've achieved using this exact funnel, I'll link all the links up in the description below. If you want help building this system for your construction or trade business, you can actually book a strategy call with me down in the description below. And if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe below.